I lost money. I bet on Boston.
You should have called me.
I called Sam Mitchell. I need to whip his ass.
You should have called me. I knew Miami was going to win that 7th game.
I don't know how you knew that. Boston clearly has more talent. So when it came down to Game 7, anything can happen. I know the odds were against it. It's never happened before. I thought history was going to be made because Boston clearly, now, in my opinion, sports doctor,
Okay.
neither one of them can give Denver a run for their money.
I totally disagree.
Okay.
Totally disagree. Denver's definitely have talented, but when you see where Boston has come from with the adversity that they face,
let me tell you something.
If Denver's not on, and they panic because
the only way for you to be known for coming from somewhere is you put yourself in that position in the first place. And they played bad against Miami for 3 games. Well, 2 games.
Right.
No, 3 games. That last game they won, Game 6. I mean, that was just
barely won that. I'm talking about barely won.
yeah.
But let me ask you this.
But they're not a cohesive team. There's something wrong there, man.
Who, Miami?
Boston.
Well, that's the reason I didn't think they could win 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Where I'm going from, if I'm looking at Miami and Denver, and I'm not taking nothing from Denver, but they faced a 38-year-old LeBron James. They got past in 40-point Anthony Davis outlook, and there were 2 games that the Lakers could have easily taken, and the Lakers don't know how to finish. Miami knows how to finish.
You talking about the man 38, but he got 40-something points one game, 30-something. What do you want the man to do? Who in their 20s outscored? Jimmy Butler maybe for Miami.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying Miami does not look like they might fool me, but I do not see Miami beating Denver.
I think they're better. I think they will be the toughest defensive team that the Nuggets have faced.
You should know.
I could say that, but I do believe that you kind of going out there on faith. I know you're a religious man, and
because I
it's
really
like
don't even
angels
like
in
the
the
Heat.
outfield. You know what I'm saying? It's like angels in the backcourt, or what they, you know what I'm saying? It's something going on where it's miracles going down for Miami.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know
gonna say
what
this
they do.
until Monday. I was staunch Denver. I like Jamal Murray. I definitely like Gordon. I like Brown. I like everything thing about Denver. What they bring from
How you
a
gonna
basketball
mention
standpoint.
Denver and not mention Jovi? The Joker.
He's an obvious guy. He's the
That
guy.
boy, you know.
He's an obvious guy. But after watching Miami, the way they play defense and they're gonna get Tyler Hero back, that is gonna be a big of a series than what everybody thinks. Okay. And I just think Miami might take it. I'm gonna go with the Heat, and I'm not a Heat fan, but I just think they're gonna win it. They're gonna tough it defensively.
How far are you going?
That's right. Put your ties where your money is. Put your ties where your mouth is.
If Jamal Murray, and since you know how I am on betting, but we can do a very, very nice breakfast. Place of choice. We cool. Okay, that's fine.
KOD serves breakfast on Sundays now.
Yeah, but
King of Diamonds.
Give me the money. I buy my own breakfast.
I'm talking to Weightball.
Right. KOD serves breakfast on Sunday. So either way, it's a win-win situation.
I'm
We'll go to
going
breakfast.
to Capitol Grill for breakfast.
Yeah. So I'm talking to Weightball, but man, I think Miami can finish them in 5 or 6. I don't think they'll go 7.
Oh,
and you call yourself a sports.
That's got to be good odds in Vegas.
You call yourself a sports expert.
To say Miami in 6,
man.
that's got to be good odds.
Miami in 6. Boy,
It's
I wish you bet. I wish you.
Miami in 6.
Reverend, I wish.
Miami in 6, man. I'm just saying, look, I like Denver, but they've never been able to win it. I want Jamal Murray to show me that he's ready to ascend, which he did against the Lakers. He showed me that he is Neo from the Matrix. But again, man, when you get teams that are tough like Miami, I don't know if they're going to handle it. I mean, Miami is tough defensively.
First place.
I'm gonna hate them,
You
man.
can say all that you want. Miami was 8th.
And that's my point. They were 8th.
They played a lot more games than Denver right now. I think wear and tear has to play a role at this point. It got to play a role, you know.
We'll see.
But I'm just saying, for me, the main thing, the reason to
We
believe
doing a
in
viewing
Miami
party at DC's house tomorrow.
is the Angels in the outfield. Angels in the backcourt is why Miami gonna win. They special.
Meantime, in between time, I know what y'all gonna say about this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Jean Morant, Nike on the off, they took his products off the major.
That's
screen,
crazy.
But they sold it on the side, and they sold out in hours. You
That's
got
crazy.
A shoe that came out, one of them red, one of them blue. It's like Crip and Blood shoe.
Yeah, it's weird the way our people think.
But I think them
That's what they
collectors-
actually call them, Crip and Blood shoes.
No.
But that's the colors they release.
That's
It's
what
just
I
weird,
said. But I
man.
said one shoe is red.
Right.
One, I think he supposed to be Crip, man. He supposed to be Crip.
I mean, he definitely supposed to have been throwing up like he was a Crip. It wasn't a blood thing.
Crip.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
But their shoes, one is red with blue bottom, one is blue with red bottom, black Nike sign on the side. But they sold them on some off-brand
Website.
internet website, and they sold them. But I think them
Still
like,
sold them for full price.
full price.
Still
I think
probably
them,
sold them more than full price.
more. I think them like gym shoe heads that bought them collector because he in so much trouble that made him a collector's item. You know,
Right.
I can
but
see
they
that.
they took him off for that. But I know what y'all. Well, Bo ain't here to argue with me because he gonna say, "See, CDC, you know, you act a fool, you'll sell more T-shirts and gym shoes."
That's not what Bo was saying. You
That's
just
exactly
keep
what he was
reverting.
saying.
You just keep reverting to comparisons.
I
which
can't
are
let it
different.
go, man.
But they're two different comparisons.
No,
You
it's
going
not.
back to the
Same
LSU
thing.
girl
Same
and
thing.
this versus somebody with a real gun
It's the
doing
same
that.
thing.
Somebody with a
This
bare
and this.
hand doing this, and somebody with a real
listen.
gun
You are
doing that.
defying the confidence they have instilled in you to represent that organization, to represent yourself in her case.
I think
But
it's
to
two
your
totally
point,
different,
though,
man.
DC, what was the guy who was shooting the gun in the club, and you said if he was to get a T-shirt, they would buy it out, and they were like, "No, you wouldn't." And I agree with you. Yes, they would. And to your point, what just happened? They just bought the man's shoes out.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, no, that's not DC's point. Is that when you do that, you lose money,
He did lose money.
right? But that's what I'm telling you. It's totally different. Your point is that John Morant loves money. Angel Reese is killing it. She's Sports Illustrated. She just met and the thing is, the more she's out there, she's definitely a good-looking girl. She's on
She may
Sports
take
Illustrated.
it
Nice
and
looking
turn
lady.
it into a positive. But
She just met
like
with the
I said,
president.
boss, I'm saying, come on, Brian. You should know above all people, the major endorsements, they don't compare to how many T-shirts you can sell. Now, the major, you know what kind of money Nike and the major, I hate to call them the majority, but you know what kind of endorsements they be giving out to people? Dupree, I was talking to Jermaine Dupree one day, and he was telling me he made his first $1 million out of his trunk selling CDs off market out of his trunk. But when he signed the deal, you're in a whole different world. So I'm saying you don't want to sabotage yourself for and excuse me for lack of a better term, for no ghetto shit. Because even if you become you rich in the hood, but when you got the opportunity to be universally,
She's gonna be
appealing.
universal,
I'm
man.
just saying,
Like,
how much money is they really paying females for endorsements? Like,
She would've-
females
she
really
would've-
get
she is killing it.
dope
though.
First
shoes.
big
I'm saying,
one.
it's not like a female shoe deal is like a Jordan.
I
shoe
tell you who
deal.
finna get one.
Well, that's no woman.
I tell
doing
you
that.
who finna get one.
Who?
Brittany Griner. Now you
Oh,
watch.
yeah,
she
she
got
getting one.
payday coming, brother.
Oh,
You
yeah.
think so?
More than
yeah.
from playing.
And a movie.
Because she's playing the game. She's she's an American. She's in all her interviews and everything now she's saying, I'll never leave this country
what she
again
said.
unless I'm going to represent this great country.
Oh yeah, she'll get money, but
That's right.
she'll get
But
money.
not in
But like I
Russia.
said,
She
Angel
gonna
Reese
get a
is checking all
movie,
the
a
boxes,
book,
man.
Tennis shoes.
She gonna
everything.
make money, Brian.
She's
You
gonna
cannot
get major
compare
endorsement.
that little old money I'm not saying I'm not belittling. I mean, it costs more than I am. But you can't compare that kind of money. T-shirts and shit. That's what y'all were telling me. She sold out T-shirts.
No.
Money don't
That was
compare.
before. Have you seen
That
what she's
money
doing
don't
lately?
compare. I don't give a damn what she's doing. She's not doing what she would have done.
Yes, she
if the
is,
major,
DC. DC, I'm not trying to cut you.
you can
DC,
argue that.
because I see her on Instagram and this girl is killing it. She's meeting with the first family. She's got model deals like from everybody sitting up. Like some people even saying like after she get through playing, she don't have to play. She can go with Victoria. She's a good looking girl. And above that one little incident that America's giving her for, she's back on it, man. She's killing it.
I'm gonna say
She
in
could have had
addition to
that
that,
and the
but
majority.
in addition to that, you just mentioned Brittany Griner and how
She
much
putting in
Brittany
Brittany
Griner can make now. But the only reason Brittany Griner about to make a lot now is because Brittany Griner tried to smuggle some cartridges, got locked up in Russia, did some time.
Right.
So this is like a rapper getting out. She done did some time. She like, I done had to kill 2 Czechoslovakians in jail over my grits.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she got a story
Well,
to tell
she can
now.
How hard is that for Brittany Griner to kill 2 women in prison? What
Right.
woman
With her
could
bare
take-
hands.
what woman gonna mess with Brittany Griner?
All I'm
Trust me,
saying is
I
Brittany
saw her
Griner.
It's like
before.
trying to fight
She
Chewbacca
is
and shit.
tall,
from Star
tall.
Wars.
I've seen her a couple times. She's tall. I saw her on the red carpet at the ESPY Awards, and she had the nerve to have on heels and boots, and I was like,
Man.
that made no sense. Like
she ain't weak
killed
either.
a lot
She's
of-
strong too. Boy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she ain't
yeah.
weak.
Oh, I
Brittany
know. it. I
Griner
ain't
can do
talking about-
time in woman or man prison.
She can fight
And she would
Chewbacca.
have no trouble. Am I right, JJ?
So if she do time in a men's prison, it's gonna be men pregnant. It's gonna,
No, they're gonna be running. They're gonna be like, put me in another cell.
So Jay, you don't like Brittany Griner? You wouldn't like
I like her.
allow
What
her
you
to come
talking
to your
about?
thing. I'm asking Sister Jay. She
I
didn't
never
answer
said I
me.
didn't like Brittany Griner.
Okay.
Where you get that from?
I mean, you just dropped your head. You didn't give her
No,
no.
he asked me a question.
It was
He
kind
didn't
of
ask me
it was
if I
kind of
liked
like
her.
an inside joke.
Yeah. Oh, I caught the inside. I just want her to come outside and say something.
I think, long story short, if Brittany Griner wants
Drink
some
the
of this
Poussey, drink
Poussey,
the
she
Poussey.
gonna give her some Poussey too. If Brittany Griner wants some Sister J Poussey, she gonna get it. That's
Come
all
get
I'm
the
saying.
Poussey,
Sister
Brittany,
J.
come get it.
Poussey, cognac, wine blend. Tastes like
I want me to complete that for you. All right.
It tastes like nothing that you can get in Russia.
Like I said, Sister J has found what people have always that you want to put it in cans. She's found to put it in a bottle. So hey, you already see it right there what it says.
Reb, I wish you could drink some. You don't know what you're missing.
Man, listen, it's enticing, and everybody was tempted. So I mean, it's enticing over there. But I'm gonna sit here and and let the viewers
There
read
you go,
the
Reb.
level.
I'm proud of you. Man.
Hey, y'all, the
More for me.
Hey,
I'm waiting for the limited edition bottle with the little landing strip going straight down the middle of it.
I don't know if it ever could take the place of communion, but
I
you
don't
know.
even want the hairy top.
Just a hairy top. So.
You think it could take the place of communion? Is it that good?
I think your church members will love it.
Okay, all right. First Sundays.
They
Let's see if you can
serve,
pitch it.
real wine in my church. They serve real wine too.
Sure do.
But I'm pretty sure you can't go to church and have everybody
You
who
feel that
take
little nice
communion
little
be like,
burn?
now say,
That tangy. That
you
little
like the Poussey. We like for the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and I like Poussey. Let's go. They're going to add that at the end.
We lightened it up a little bit because I wanted to lighten it up after that child segment. However, on the same child tip, I'm gonna mention this before we take a break, man. Ottery and Murray in Mississippi, 11-year-old boy called the police because another one of his mama's baby's daddy was whipping her ass. Police showed up. Black police showed up. So everybody come out of the back room. Little boy walks out of the room and he shoots the boy. 11 years old, man.
11 years
now,
old.
how in the hell? I mean, you that scared? How you? And here's my thing about it. This why, and they suing $5 million. God knows, I hope the hell they get it.
I hope they get
But here's
55
why they
million.
all locked that son bitch up.
Yep, I agree with you.
He shot the little boy, 11 years old, in the chest. Policemen are taught to aim for the biggest part of your body, which is the chest area.
Center mass.
Body mass.
So-
mass.
11-year-old, 4 feet and some change tall, you knew that was a child.
Yeah, you knew it.
Oh my God.
You aiming down.
There's no way a grown-ass man
At all.
is down. His chest is down here.
At all.
And you shot the boy in the chest.
Yeah.
And the policeman that shot him is on paid leave. So I'm telling you, man.
Is the boy dead? Or did
No,
He
he
survived. He made it
He
back
said he
home.
thought he was gonna die. They interviewed him yesterday. He said, "What'd you do?" He said, "I just started singing church songs."
I know that's
He
right.
said, "Because I thought I was gonna die." He said, "I had nightmares now. I can see myself in the cat." Real smart boy. So which shows you everybody from Mississippi ain't like Bo P.
I'm wondering, did the policeman? Do you think this had the Ukrainian little person had any effect on the police's judgment?
I was going to say that.
Little
but,
person
I
that was
guarantee you that
he
wasn't
ain't had
anything.
nothing. He wasn't on his mind.
You
that
know,
he
a
was-
little person like
You
that
should be
wasn't
his
raising no hair,
Well-
beating the man mama, beating the boy mama.
Well, Weightball should be that police officer's lawyer because that's about the only thing he can have an excuse for. Other than
And
that,
when-
they need to put him under the jail.
When, like I say, and this the reason Instagram be in my ass now, Facebook, all of them, I don't give a shit.
Tell him.
When is a little white child gonna be accidentally shot?
It ain't gonna happen.
I hope never, but I hope the black ones stop.
It ain't gonna
I
happen.
get your point.
When have they accidentally shot? White kids got mobile phone. When have you mistaken a white kid's mobile phone for a gun
Yeah.
and shot?
When have you locked up a white
have-
male?
At a show
for no
one
reason?
time, I stopped. You know, I just got caught up, and I asked the people. It was a half white crowd, and I did my thing about the black children being shot, black people period, getting shot, and I said, but I'm gonna give equal time. I said, so somebody, I rattled off 31 names of unarmed black folks shot by the police. I said, but just to give equal time, give me the names of the unarmed white folk that have been shot by the police.
Can't even Google
I
him.
said, I'll wait.
You can't even Google him.
I'll wait.
You can't even Google them. You can't find as many white people, Asians or Indians that's been locked up by accident, been locked up for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
By accident is always us.
So
Now we're not
something
saying
wrong
that
with
they ain't never been unarmed white person.
No, I'm
shot.
not
I
saying
ain't
that.
I'm saying that.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, can you name one?
No.
Okay, I can name some unarmed white people been shot by some other civilians.
Right.
Kaylin Gillis in upstate New York the other day with her friends pulling the wrong driveway.
Right.
White boy come out there and shot him. That's like Ralph Yarl in Kansas City knocked on the wrong door trying to pick up his little brother.
Yeah.
And the white boy shot. Them civilian
Right.
on civilian crimes. But when is the last time a policeman, black or white, has accidentally, I'm sure it's happened.
They don't
But
shoot.
I can't think of none.
I ain't never shoot
It's
them
not
here.
as-
I've never heard them shoot accident an Asian kid
No.
by accident. I mean, none of it. And I'm not saying that they should, but
And I'm
it is,
not
the
saying
numbers
they-
are over with. The
and
numbers
I'm not
are
saying they
over
should.
with.
I'm not saying I even wish for. I don't, obviously.
I'm saying
I'm not
I've-
saying it's
I've
never
been to-
happened. I'm
I've-
saying
They ain't
I've
telling
been
us
to some
about it.
rallies-
overwhelmingly it's black.
I've been to some rallies, primarily here in Atlanta. And to your point, DC, so I think it was maybe like 50 families out there representing black men that were shot by
Victimized.
cops. And it probably was like 2 or 3 white families.
Yeah.
Their sons were shot by the police. So
That's 4%.
right. So to DC's point,
And we
I
ain't
get
but
what you're
12%
saying.
of the population.
Yeah. It's not that it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen as frequently as it happens to black boys.
By a
Or
long
black
shot.
men.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's exactly what I was saying. I'm not saying it never happened.
That's right.
I'm just saying it's a very lopsided statistic.
Yeah.
Even you
exactly.
just said 2
about-
out of 50.
Yeah,
That's
it was about
4%.
3. Yeah, about
2
3
out
or
of
4.
50 is 4%. And we only 12% of the population. So if you do, I was a statistician in school. Now, if you do the math, that comes down to like a 1% chance of it happening to
4 out of 50.
2 out of 50 is 4%.
Okay.
But if you add in, you're a scientist. If you add in 12% of the population is black, and 88% of the population is not black, and you
It
multiply.
should be way more lopsided.
You multiply that, it's way more lopsided than
Right, I agree.
Yeah, plus they got the videos where the police be trying to talk, the other white people down. They don't be trying to shoot them. They be like, please, put your gun down.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you got a gun pointed at somebody, the way I was trained in the military, you authorized to shoot them. But you don't see that on those videotapes, though. They can pull a gun out, have a knife, whatever. Most of those people get locked up. And they get released afterwards, too.
I've even seen videos where the police officers are literally tussling with the white people.
That's what I was about to bring up, Sister J.
Yeah,
when the country.
So when you gonna pull out your gun?
Yeah,
when you gonna pull out your gun?
Yeah, Sister J. That one when the country hillbilly girl was like telling us. He is whooping those cops, and then he get off and take off in the car.
Yeah. So you just not gonna pull out your gun, huh?
Yeah, just take all that.
So it's not. It's definitely.
And they say, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna get you some help.
Yeah,
they say that a lot too. We're gonna get you some help.
Oh yeah, well,
I think the problem is the way that they see black skin.
That's exactly what
it's a weapon. It's dangerous, and it brings fear to them when they see him from the beginning.
But it's black people.
But is it
black men?
But guys, is it not ironic that every time you see on TV on the police cam, now they scared of us, but most of the time when you see a cop get killed, they're trying to be nice. Who don't want to do the killing? It'd be the Caucasian ones that be done taking them out. And that's why I'm like, I said, make me understand. Like, you rarely see, you've seen a couple where somebody of color that shoot and kill a cop, but most of the time, when them cops are killed on traffic stops in line of duty, it's like they being as nice as they can to the Caucasian guy, and all of a sudden they
came out with a study supposed to be released tomorrow, I think, where this woman, reporter, journalist, she did a study, and she has compiled a list of things that an officer says when they pull over a black person. Did y'all see that? When they pull over a black person, she got a list of things they say. And she got, on one side, she got, if they say this, nigga gonna end up shot.
What? Say it's
this,
code words.
This, it'll be calm down.
Right.
And she's a white reporter. She came with it, and she got a list. Man.
Wow.
She said, I think she said the first 2 minutes. She said, if they say this, nigga gonna get shot.
Kudos to the Caucasian reporter.
This.
He gonna make it.
It's calm. It's calm. The situation calm down.
Dang. Kudos to the Caucasian reporter for looking out for us.
Yeah.
Appreciate your love.
But I mean, to me, ain't no excuse for shooting no 11-year-old child.
The
boy called the police. He the one called the police.
You the one to call the police.
My thing is, it seems like it's a disconnect between when they call the police and the dispatcher dispatches the police. It need to be clear that it's kids in the house. It's this, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like when they go guns drawn, ready to shoot anything, like, do you even know it's kids in the house?
But the boy is tall, man.
Do you even care that it's kids?
I mean, the boy is tall. So he is a grown-ass man that tall. Come on.
He's 4'11". He my size. Because I'm 4'11" in the corner.
Well, he wasn't tall as you. I didn't say 4'11". I said 4 and some change.
He's shorter than me.
He was 11 years old.
Yeah. So you can see that he's a
Little
child.
chubby boy. Yeah. Shot him in the chest, man. So if he, just say he's 4'5", his chest down around 3 something.
Yeah. I mean, like, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. The point down. It was just meant for that young man to live. Thank God for that.
Thank God for that. Yes. Brian,
yeah, and they're gonna get paid too. They're gonna get that money.
Oh,
yeah. Hopefully the lawyers don't take all of it. If it's $5 million, the lawyers take half of that. That ain't.
That's all right. They still did good.
I'm gonna be okay. 2.5 million.
I need $10 million. No, they need to go higher than 5.
If I was your dad, they shot you. I'd settle for 2.5 million.
The daddy gonna be the one who gonna have to pay the civil suit. They like, well, we really came there because the stepdaddy was the one.
No matter why they came, they ain't never been shooting that little boy, man.
Did they ever get the stepdaddy? Did they lock him up?
Now that I don't know.
I think that didn't even matter no more.
I don't know. They locked him up.
They did.
That I don't
Charged
know.
him for the shooting too. He gonna do the
they
time for the police.
I know he want to come back now. He like, baby, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I know that ain't my son.
How man
that wasn't his dad.
How man doing? How little man doing?
That wasn't his dad. He's gonna be like, that boy always been like a son to me.
He's always gonna be like a son.
And it's, even though it was not, I mean, it's never an excuse what happened, and it's not the mother's fault either. However, I'm going to say this, and my queens can get upset with me, but we have a responsibility to our children as well. That wasn't the first time that man beat up that woman. So, and it just,
Preach.
I don't know that situation, but more than likely that wasn't the first time.
Okay.
So when you know that you have a man that has a violent behavior, you have a responsibility to your children not to continue to engage in that, because he chose to call the police. What if he would have chose to stab the man or take a gun and shoot the man? That little boy would have been in jail. Or what if that guy would have retaliated towards him and shot him? Your child in trouble. So we got to do a little bit better at allowing these abusive men in our life. And again, that's not her fault that her son got shot. I'm just looking at it deeper.
Yeah, that's a different issue.
I hear you, Sister J.
That's a different issue.
One time for the who's A over there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different issue. You know, domestic violence. So you got two issues there. You got domestic violence issue, but then you got police brutality and police carelessness, which is usually carried out against black folk. Even though this 11-year-old boy. And God bless him. He's a little chubby little fellow. He'll be all right. God bless him.
Thank
But
God.
damn.
But
He'll
was
be
it
all
just
right
me?
physically because he's already saying he's having nightmares.
Yeah, nightmare.
Well, that's what the lawyer told him to say. He's like, nightmares get
It
you
did
paid.
look kind of rehearsed.
Nightmares get you paid.
I mean, he looked like he was
Be
saying,
I might not never be the same. Every time I close my eyes,
I see myself in a casket. That's what he said. I swear it looked like an Easter speech. I swear it looked like an Easter speech, boy. He said, when
Nightmares get you paid. That's all
I
I'm saying.
go to sleep, I see myself in a casket.
Look at these face.
Like, that's what I see, right?
Y'all need to stop.
Yeah.
That kid, we might be messing up this family's case right now. We might be messing up this family case. Y'all let it ride.
No, you don't. That case got to go to the jury.
They
Oh, my
said, well,
gosh.
what would you like to say to the officer if you could speak to him? Why?
I knew that.
Why would you shoot me in the chest?
It hurt.
Why would you shoot
Oh
me?
my God.
I thought I was going to die. I started singing church songs. I just thought I was going to die.
Oh God, help him.
And you
like-
never called for
I
help.
swear it was an Easter speech.
Oh my God.
He ain't just singing church songs. He started singing Negro spirituals. He's like, I started
God
singing
bless.
slave church songs.
You can say what you want, man. This country been a trip. The white folk mad at Chick-fil-A now for hiring a diversity officer.
I know.
They hired a brother or promoted him. He always been with the company, I think, 20 years.
Yeah,
something
he's
like
been
that.
there for a minute, and
And
they
they
got a problem with
promoted him to
that.
be a diversity officer. And the white folk talking about boycotting. Not the white folk, but some.
But they so weird,
talking
like.
about boycotting, saying, you know, that this Ron DeSantis shit. Yeah,
But one thing
what
I
the
do-
hell you need with a diversity person.
One thing I do know, this is the second time I ever heard Chick-fil-A being boycotted, and it don't last long. Like, what was a couple years ago? What
Good.
was it?
I hope that line
yeah,
died
yeah,
down.
yeah, they go. They might go 1 or 2 weeks. It don't never last long. What was the boycott about 5 or 6 years ago?
They didn't hire gay people or something.
Really?
something like
I don't
that.
know. It was some-
I remember
Yeah, it
that
was
one.
somebody.
They
They had
talking
a
about
LGBTQ.
they didn't.
Huh? Yeah, that's what it
being
was.
closed on
They
Sunday.
was closed on
Something like
Sundays,
that.
and they was gonna try to boycott them out of it.
But the guy that owned it, he was against. I think the same guy owned Truist Bank, right? But he was against the LGBTQ.
Yeah.
He said
No.
something, made some statements, and they boycotted.
That didn't last long.
Good.
I don't even think it even lasts an
Get me a
hour.
sandwich without waiting for an hour.
Hey, the one said there, let me get a number one. Hey man, you support the cause. Hey man, we support the cause another way. I gotta get this number one right now.
The thing is, when half of the people boycott him, the hardcore church group that
Turn it up a
supports,
notch.
They sure
they
did.
eat chicken every day. They be like, we gonna
Sure
eat
did.
chicken sandwiches 3 times a day.
That's true.
They did.
That's true.
And that chicken go,
Yeah.
crank the chickens up, crank
Yeah.
the chickens out. We
Yeah.
eat chicken this
That's
week.
exactly
Yeah, them
what happened.
evangelicals
So, you know, they
gonna come
show up.
harder. Yeah,
They
they
show
gonna
up.
come harder. Show up.
They did. They said that
Draw-
the sales went up higher during that time than ever before because the church community, the Christian community, really stepped up.
And who would raise hell about somebody hiring a diversity?
Because he's black.
man. I mean, it's just straight.
But I'm just saying, it's too high. That's too high
Ron
up in
DeSantis
Chick-fil-A now.
bullshit.
But I'm just saying that's just too high up in Chick-fil-A now. That's too high up.
I mean, I'm really against, and I ain't ain't that liberal, you know. I mean, of course, I got some friends in the LGBTQA Z community.
What's the Z for?
Hell if I
Man,
know.
we ain't
But
going
I
back
just
to that.
think
We tried to do
they
that
gonna
last
add
week.
that.
I'ma just say,
But like Target had to take all of their
And
fried
they
shit
needed
off the
to.
shelf.
They needed to.
People was coming in there throwing the shit down. And all
They
that.
needed to.
I ain't into that. If it's a market for it and then people want to buy it,
But
God
why
bless.
put
Would I
that on
let
your
my
kids?
child wear it? No.
I'm
I
mad
wouldn't
that
let my child wear it.
nobody
Okay.
can
You
wear
want your
rainbow
child
stuff.
to wear it,
Don't.
That's your business. I don't give a shit.
I love
I don't think you ought to encourage it like Dwayne Wade did. I think that's child abuse, personally.
I always like multicolored things, but the rainbow not you can't just wear no rainbow stuff now because
I
you
mean-
out there.
I
You
mean,
know what
you
I'm
out
saying?
there.
Like you got to wear all black now. Like you can't just wear no rainbow.
You
stuff.
can wear it in North Dakota. Just can't wear it in ATL. You can
Yeah.
go multicolored in North Dakota now. They
My
be like,
thing
man, he
is-
got some sharp clothes on, but
Back to the Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A definitely need some diversity. Cause they don't do nothing but sell white meat chicken. You ain't never seen them sell
Oh,
dark
my
meat.
God.
They got white meat nuggets. They got white meat fillets.
How about my dumb
they ain't
ass
got
thing to
no
say?
dark
I
meat
don't
in the
see nothing but
building.
black people out there taking them
I
out.
mean,
I'm
They
just
got
saying.
no dark meat.
I mean, they got a Chick-fil-A off Cleveland Avenue, so you know it's all black people out there. It's all black, but they still got good customer service, but it's black run. But
what Weightball is saying, they diverse as far as the
the
employees.
meat. It's
but
not-
why the dark chicken don't get a shot?
right, because
Why
we
they
all
get-
like thigh meat. Who don't like a good thigh meat? Come on,
I
now.
know I
Don't
like
Rick
thigh
Ross
meat.
sell-
I love some
don't
dark
Rick
meat.
Ross sell the chicken thighs or something?
What's that?
Rick Ross
Rick
got
Ross.
Wingstop, I think.
But yeah, but didn't they say he started selling chicken thighs or something
They
like
might
that?
got some thighs. And
No. And
I
Wingstop?
think they did. I
Wingstop
could be
got
wrong,
the
but I
chicken
think that's
thighs
what they
now?
told me.
No, Rick
I don't
Ross
eat
got
chicken.
Buffalo.
What time Wingstop close?
So you finna go get
Did,
some right now?
uh,
Yeah.
as
Did it
long as they
cost-
selling the one bone thigh, that's a good thigh. As long as it's one bone and it eat almost like a big
Tell
piece
them
of chicken,
why.
but it's easy though.
Now that's a
Did-
good chicken sandwich when you got that one thigh bone.
Yeah, you're right. I like that more.
Throw that sucker on the
Did
bun.
Rick Ross have his car event, or is it coming up?
I think they said it was gonna be at KOD, or maybe he got an after party at Is it still gonna be at his house? I think they changed the
And
location.
the city done told him he can't have it. He said, "Oh, you can't tell me what I can do on my property." That's gonna be a mess, man. Huh?
Yeah.
He said he's gonna run for mayor. He said he's gonna run for mayor. He
That's
said,
still gonna
they
be
said
tight
it was,
down
he
Old
said it
National
was
or
6,000 and some people at that last one.
Yeah, I see that fence he's putting up around his property and all that stuff. He got it shaded up. Yeah. Yeah.
When is it?
Yeah, I just
might
went by
go.
there. I just went by there the other day.
I might
was
go.
like,
When
man.
is it?
Yeah.
When is it? Huh? When is it? I might go.
I don't know when it is. Might
But
find out.
if you can spend, all right, Rick, I know you don't get mad at me, man. If you can spend that money and accommodate that many people, you can put up a damn fence where them fucking buffalo can't get out.
I think that's part of it, though. This is like he had the regular fence, but now outside the regular fence, he's got a. You can't see through more of an outer fence that he's building along the
All the
line.
way
It looks
around?
strong. Yeah, that
Keep
looks
them
stronger.
buffalo out in people's yards.
Yeah, I said, man, he might be built. I really thought about it when I
And
about
what
it the other
buffalo
day.
gonna be when the car show going on?
They're gonna be down the street.
Don't put him on. There's a lot of
Boy,
land back
it was
there.
80 acres behind that property when Holyfield was there for sale that I looked at. I wish the hell I had bought it. It was just too much in the city for me. I ain't want to be. I wish I had bought that. God, to be more
I
careful.
mean, it was, and then I mean, you could have got it better because
That time.
that's when it was foreclosure and everything. So you really could have jumped on that thing. Just the management. Yeah.
Now I'm out selling T-shirts and shit.
Selling pussy.
Selling pussy.
Nah,
But
if he was selling that pussy, we probably would have bought a.
How much?
How much
is
Just like Kanye.
Oh yeah, you can get up in there. General admission $325.
God dang.
VIP $2,500. And if you want to bring your car, it's $750.
To bring your car.
If you want to bring a motorcycle, it's $750. Damn, I can park 3 motorcycles where one car is. Why is a motorcycle
$750 to bring a car.
to bring a car?
You need people to bring cars, don't you?
And the thing is, I wonder if they're gonna get any marketing or branding to do that.
And then they say $25,000 to be
In the
a
house.
vendor.
In the pool.
$3,500 to vend. That's crazy. $3,500 to be a vendor.
You go out there and you can sell some pussy.
I think I'll be able to make that quadruple back with that pussy.
3,500. You might have to sell the pussy with the pussy.
Like, what you want? Which one you want? Which one you want? We got pee. We pee popping out here. We got bottles of everything. We got bottles. We got it fresh or we got it canned.
I gotta keep repeating this. This is a liquor.
Yeah, you gotta let them know.
Wine blend that Sister JJ has produced, and it's called Pussy. So hurry up and get you some Sister JJ Pussy.
This Saturday, the Rick Ross thing.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you what, man. I wish I could be there.
But if you pay for one car, we could all pile up in it.
Not my car, you can't.
We could all pile in. I'm shot good. I drive.
I hate disappointing you.
Yeah. That's gonna be so thick. You ain't gonna be able to get in. Traffic is gonna be so terrible.
Get in for free.
Yeah.
I'm right with you then, DC.
Yeah. Just, you gotta take the long way around because they gonna botch up Old
I don't
National.
live that far from there, man.
Oh, I know, but they gonna botch up on National.
How much it costs for a tour bus?
Huh?
How much it costs for a tour bus?
They do have shuttle rides from somewhere for free. They say.
But y'all do
Supposed to
shuttle
park
rides.
somewhere
I'm going
and
with
take
DC.
the shuttle in.
I'm
or
walking
something.
beside. I'm with DC. You think he'll let me in with you, DC?
Oh, yeah, if you with me, you good.
I'm good then. Y'all.
Unless he
you
heard what I said about them damn buffaloes, then we may get arrested. I don't know.
You be like,
I don't
DC is. I don't like what you said about my buffalo.
Well, God bless him, man.
Oh,
God bless your boy Kanye Gap suing him for $2 million. Seemed like a measly amount of money for a corporation like the Gap to be suing somebody else. But the suit is about the people that own the building where he was selling them bags or whatever.
The garbage bags.
Yeah. And they changed the whole display window in the front of the building to sell to promote the bag. And then when he got done with them, of course he bailed out of it, or the Gap kicked him out. The building people, the lease people, want the building back like it was. And so the Gap said, that ain't our problem. You did it for him. So they suing the Gap for $2 million. Gap turned around, sued Kanye for $2 million. Seemed like a measly amount of money.
I agree
Feel
with
like
the Gap
everybody
though.
being petty now.
Yeah.
I agree with the Gap though. Like, come on, man. You're just doing stuff. You're leaving us out here hanging after we signed on with you. I mean, come on, Kanye.
Kim mad at him because she said he keep posting stuff about her and Drake.
Kim mad because
He said no. Kanye said Drake been screwing Kim for a long time.
I mean, a
said
man
he
know
hurt
his
the
wife.
She said he hurting the kid.
A man know his wife. That's all I'm saying. And then Kanye,
I don't
chick,
know about that.
It's weird that Kim would have been dating Pete Davidson, and now Kanye's wife in certain pictures look like Pete Davidson.
Let me
Kinda
ask
weird.
y'all a
Is
question.
that his new wife or is that his girlfriend?
His new wife.
He
like,
married that girl. I think they be photoshopping Pete Davidson's face on her
Man,
body.
Bob, but let me ask
that girl looked like Pete
They be
Davidson.
photoshopping his face on her so she looked a little bit more
let me
like
ask
him.
y'all that. Y'all tell me
know.
if it's just me. Have y'all seen the new Pete Davidson commercial? Huh?
What Pete Davidson doing?
Does he not look black?
Huh? I gotta
Pete
see it.
Davidson look black, brother. He's doing that food. I don't know what. Is it Wendy's? Not Wendy's. Pete Davidson commercial. He's sitting at a table like this. The girl over behind the counter. That boy.
Wait,
I don't. That boy
Taco
look
Bell
black.
commercial?
So you say he-
And that Taco Bell?
Might be Taco Bell.
So you saying he doing a Herbert Hoover on us? Like really was?
I don't know.
Black
What
the
was
whole
the girl
time.
that became president of that one chapter of the NAACP?
Rachel Dolezal.
Yeah. And everybody mad. What everybody mad at?
Shoot, Rachel was on that
Nobody asked her,
thing.
was she black?
Rachel passed for a sister in all ways and one. I had to give Rachel credit now.
Yeah, but man, I've seen Pete Davis on that commercial. I mean, I stopped it and just looked at it.
I had to double check.
This ain't
What,
no.
he just got a wide
this ain't
nose or
This
something?
ain't no white man.
He just got a wide nose, big lips.
No, that ain't all niggas. Ain't
Was he
got
dark
wide
skinned?
nose
I'm just saying,
niggas.
what made him look like a black man? He wasn't dark skinned, right? He still looked like
You ever
white.
seen a light skinned black man?
Yeah.
And you still know he black, right?
Like,
Okay,
So he looked blacker than Bullhead, or what you think?
Hell no.
the same.
Same. Look at it.
You Google it, man. You pull up Pete Davidson in the commercial, And you tell me if that's a white man.
I will check it out. I will check it out.
You tell me if that's
That shit was some makeup.
Huh?
It was some makeup.
I'm just wondering how good can Kim Kardashian be for every rich man to want to lay with her at some point? Is that like
She pretty woman, man. She sexy woman, but I'd be scared.
I mean, and maybe because I saw it like every week. I guess you get to a point where you're used to her, but
what, the Ray J video?
no, I'm talking when she was dating Reggie and I mean, it maybe. I guess I just saw it in a different light, man. I always thought, to me, I just always thought from a overall person on the inside point, I just thought Chloe out of all of them was the coolest one. Always. Now, Kim, like I said, Kim was just, she would kind of play you like this. Like, if she first saw you spoke to her, she would kind of like play you to the left. But then let's just say she came back through and saw that you knew somebody that we knew. Like, let's just say, like, if she knew me and then she saw you come, she didn't say, if she don't speak to you, but then later on, she'll come back through and see you stand up talking to me. Then she'll act like she's known you forever.
No, he look like Trevor Noah right there.
You know, but I don't know. She's like a lot shorter than what everybody thinks. I mean, the first time I met her was in San Francisco on the elevator. And Ray just like, yeah.
He's talking about Kim Kardashian. He's talking about the escapades he's had with Kim Kardashian.
So,
Did
like
you make a video, Reverend?
Nah, not at all, man. I mean, for the most part, man, they were overall cool family. But like I said, Kim would definitely play you. I've seen she did my girl like that. Like I was dating a Dominican chick, and up in VIP. Long story short, she played my Dominican girl like to the left. But then a couple of nights later, when we all went out to dinner and stuff, then she spoke to her like she had known her forever. But then she didn't know that me and Evelyn at the time was associated. So she's just different, man.
Have y'all seen Kris Jenner lately?
I ain't seen her lately.
What name is?
Huh?
You called him her?
Name?
The mama.
Oh, the mama.
Yeah, that's Chris. He said Christian. I ain't say Caitlyn.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Yeah.
Have you seen the mother lately? Kris Jenner.
Well, she got some bad surgery or something?
She had plastic surgery. She looked
She got bad
just
surgery?
like Prince.
Wow. I'll go check her out.
Michael Jackson.
I'm going to check her out.
She looked just like Michael Jackson.
Keep
I'm
on
talking
going.
about if they just showed her from the head up,
Keep
you
on
would
going
think-
under the knife,
you would
man.
think it was Michael Jackson.
Keep on going under the knife. Mark Cuban was in that thing, no. Shout out to Mark Cuban.
Was in what?
Her, back in the day.
Oh, it's in Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
I'm just
They
saying,
say
I would
OJ
imagine Mark Cuban
they say
could do
OJ
better.
They say OJ used to hit it too.
You know what I'm saying?
There was a rumor for a while that not Chloe, Kim was.
You're right.
OJ.
That Chloe. No, that
He
Chloe.
was right.
It was Chloe.
Chloe Simpson Kardashian.
And I would be, and I'm just like, looking at all of them, and they got a cousin named Renee. But when you get them all together, and they said you can kind of see it. Like no disrespect to Kardashian. I'm like but you get them all together before the surgery, before they really blew up.
Yeah.
Chloe's much taller. Like Chloe was built like a sister. If I called my brother now, before all that the surgery and stuff, all of us like, man, Chloe looks in person. Chloe was looking better. She had more of a sister. She's more comfortable around like people. She had more of a vibe to her. And so if they said I wouldn't be shocked. Like if it's OJ's kid, I wouldn't be shocked. Because before the surgery, if you look at Chloe back then and then kind of look at how Arnell looked, her and Arnell were more similar than Chloe and Courtney were.
I don't even know who the hell Arnell is.
That must be O.J. Simpson's legitimate son.
That's OJ's the daughter.
OJ's daughter.
Arnell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's OJ's daughter, Arnell. But if you, back then, I can get my brother running phone right now. Before they had all that surgery and enhancements, when we was hanging out with Chloe and all of them, she more favored what Arnell looked like than she ever looked with Courtney and Chloe.
Was Arnell with a black woman or was that with another white woman?
Arnell's with a black woman. Like
OJ
Arnell-
had a baby with a black woman.
Yeah, his first wife.
OJ's first wife was black, right?
Yeah, because she wouldn't even call him OJ. She called him Orenthal.
Well, that's why he had to leave her, because she ain't got sense.
She said,
This man
call
got
him-
millions of dollars. You can't call him by his nickname.
Nah.
Or reduce him to Orenthal on the news every
She
time.
kept saying it. She
That's
said
why
she
she
said,
got
when you-
left. That's why she got Orenthal, take the trash out. Orenthal. I leave her ass too.
Yeah, she would
Call
not
me
call him.
Orenthal.
Yeah, because y'all
every
don't
day.
know how to treat no damn man.
Yeah, she would not call
Y'all
him
need to
OJ.
be more like ASAP. He bought Rihanna a $1 million diamond toe ring.
And she's still in love with Chris Brown. I'm just saying.
It was a toe ring.
She wear it on her toe.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's retarded.
That's that money
ridiculous.
right there.
You can't put $1 million
$1 million.
diamond in a shoe. I guess you only get to wear it with sandals. You can't just wear it everywhere.
Open-toe shoes.
I guess so.
Hey, man. That's creative. Shout out to A$AP Rock. I would have never thought of that. I don't care if I had $1 trillion. I would have never thought of $1 million.
Women wear toe
toe ring.
rings. The fact that it's $1 million, I get that. But
Yeah, women wear toe
women
rings.
wear toe rings.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
I like
but
toe rings.
if
That's
it's $1
sexy.
million
Yeah.
diamond, it's so big. That's not what you would put on a toe. Like $1
Maybe
million
the diamonds were
gotta
really
be
small
big.
and worth $1 million.
It's like
Even a VVS,
quarter inch, I guess.
VVVVVVVS. If it's $1 million stone, it got to be at least 2 carats. You can't have $1 million stone.
It's 9 carats.
Right. So 9 carats is huge.
Yeah.
It's about a quarter.
Oh,
It's about a quarter of an inch.
They probably cut it.
9 carats is a quarter. No,
I'm telling you, I saw it. I'm telling you how big it is. It's about a quarter of an inch, which is big. That's a big ass diamond, man.
Shout out to A$AP Rocky.
No, it's all right.
The size of the top of this cigar. That might
Shout
be
out to
3/8
A$AP
of an inch.
Rocky.
That's about an inch or 3/4.
That ain't no
Now
damn
everybody's
inch.
gonna
That ain't no
run
inch. Ain't no 3/4.
You saying it was that big? That's the size of a nickel on top.
A
If you
million.
walk
Nickel
around
is
with a
bigger
toe
than
ring
quarter
like
of an
that,
inch.
I
It
hope
ain't
you
as
got some
big as a nickel.
insurance.
It's the size of a dime.
Is it too big to put on a pinky toe? Yes.
Yeah, it ain't on no pink. It's on a middle toe.
Yeah, and
a
she's
middle
gonna-
left toe.
You gotta wear open toe shoes when you wear toe rings. I wear toe rings in the summertime.
If I buy
don't
$1
wear
million
them in the wintertime.
toe ring, you walking down barefooted every day for the rest of your life.
Man.
If I get you $1 million toe ring,
She just gonna wear them when she
It's
got
gonna be on
open
that big
shoes.
toe.
no, she gotta walk
No,
around.
you can't put-
She gotta walk around.
You don't
I mean,
put a
it's
toe ring
a
on your
different
big
kind of
toe.
money out there, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Beyonce
Yes.
and Jay-Z
Definitely.
spent $200 million on a house.
Crazy.
I just can't imagine. I mean, it's beyond my economic
comprehension. Because what kind of furniture you got to put in it? Like, what do you do? Because a house that looks like that, then you got to make the furniture can't look too
But what
cheesy
it
and
do?
cheap.
What the house do?
I'm with you. I have no clue. That's got to be something totally amazing.
They must
For
got like
200 million, I mean, is it me? For 200 million, would you not rather have 200? Listen to this. 200. You could buy $200 million houses.
Right.
I would. That sounds good. That sounds
You
good.
could buy 100 $2 million houses. 100.
Wow.
And I buy $500,000, $400,000 houses. I don't know what I'd do. I have so many houses all over the.
That's definitely what you're right though. You could
You
definitely
could
house a
buy
whole family.
$200 million houses.
Yeah, you could.
But I guess if you got all that expensive artwork that Jay-Z got, then you got a $200 million house, and then you putting up
But
$1
the
million pieces of art on the wall.
But the
and-
industry don't let you do
Man,
nothing for
I
your
go in
people.
that house, take pictures of all that shit, and blow it up and hang it on my wall for
I agree.
$100.
Yeah. It's like Mike Epps said, man, they don't let you do stuff for your people. You just got all that money. They monitor you. They come after you if you do stuff for your people. So I guess that's what they just got to say. I got $200
Who
million.
said that?
Mike Epps.
What did he say?
He was saying he got to a
Because
point
he
in life.
said several things that I've heard lately.
Yeah, he was saying, and after you get to a certain point in life, all this money and all the cars and stuff that he had, it's just there. Like you can't really help people or help your community like you want to, because if you do, then they always kind of try to come and make an example out of you. That's what he said.
Well, that's because he already got something that they holding over his head. So they like, yeah, you ever try to improve your community, we're going to show these tapes with you and this monkey or whatever. We ain't going to say what gender.
But so you proving my point. Like he's
Right.
saying,
Yeah,
like,
they got something over
and
his
maybe
head,
that's why
that's all.
Beyonce and Jay-Z can't buy $100 million homes for the homeless and stuff or something like that.
Why
Maybe
would
they
you do
can't.
that? About $100 million. 100.
No.
I said you could buy
$100 million homes.
2 million. You can buy 200
$200, yeah, $1 million homes.
for the homeless. Why the hell
I ain't
you
said
buy
for the
$1 million?
I mean, well,
home
for
the
your
homeless?
folks, I don't know.
You can
man.
take $1 million in home and put I don't know how many.
A
Just buy
million
a
homeless
hotel.
in a
I just wanna
Just
make sure
buy
I'm
a huge
understanding.
Section 8.
Are you saying that they can't do for the less fortunate because somebody got something hanging over their head?
I'm just going
I
by
just want
what.
to make sure I got that right.
Hey, Mike Epps said it, not me, Sister J.
Well,
I'm down with
I don't
the
know
Pooh
where
said.
they coming from, but down with you. Just said. That don't make no damn sense.
Hey,
That don't
Sister
make
J.
no sense.
Hey,
That don't
Mike
make no
Epps
damn
said it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm down with
I don't
it.
give a damn who's. I don't give
Soon
a damn
as you
Richard
try to
Pryor
change
said.
your community, the pressure come to bring you to your downfall. That's what he's saying. man.
Hold up now. To his credit, remember when Robert Johnson paid all them graduates student loans off?
They did go
and they went right after him for tax purposes and stuff. And the only thing he did was pay all the Morehouse and Spelman's student loans. So he might have something to it. We'll see.
Yeah, but he's not in Robert
Johnson's own
he's
bracket.
not in Robert Johnson's tax bracket, brother.
Right.
So, question: if you had a $250 million home, obviously you got a lot of expensive stuff in there. What's something that's regular that you gotta have anyway?
Toilet paper.
Let me tell you.
Did you say toilet paper? I said toilet paper.
Well, you don't actually have to have toilet paper if you got one of them. What do you call them?
I still gotta wipe my behind.
Yeah, I gotta wipe my ass too.
And your woman.
However,
I just need my flower pot.
Wipe them both.
I was at Cat Williams' house one night and went in the bathroom. This is honest to God truth, man. And on the side of the toilet, it got a computer. And the it had a radio on there. You select your song.
Right.
So I ain't even had to shit, but I just sat on the toilet just to
get the experience.
Mess with it. Yeah.
just
See what
mess
it
with
do.
all this shit.
Yeah.
I was hitting buttons, man, and shit was shooting up in my ass. I was hitting.
He was like,
I was hitting the music. I ain't telling no lie, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I
He
get
had
it.
a computer on the side of the toilet.
Yeah.
And had the, we got bidet
Bidet.
and shoot the water up your ass.
Did they have
But
cloth
you still
napkins
had
for
to
you to
wipe
wipe
your
your
I was
ass?
finna ask that.
Thank you. You
Oh,
still.
they were cloth, but they were the best paper
Best
money
paper you
can
can
buy,
buy.
boy.
Exactly.
So they were reusable if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You like some paper
I don't want
towels?
to use a reusable butt wipe.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't go
reusable.
over.
No, please.
I don't
No, I
wanna
can't go
don't-
reusable.
Do not tell me you're recycling your toilet paper.
No,
I'll
please.
bring my own for all of that.
It's like back in the day when they had cloth diapers.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you watch them
understand.
bleach them, but I ain't wipe my ass with nobody with no use.
I bring my own toilet paper. My own charm.
No.
You wait, look at you. I see it all in your face.
I mean, that just feel weird to. I mean, I guess if you rich, you used to your booty hole being played with anyway, so
Oh
it ain't
my
nothing to just
God.
hit the bidet button and it's all good. I don't know.
So rich
Where
people
that
get
come
their
from?
butt played with?
I don't know,
just
but that
saying
does not
you-
reflect the views of this show.
Are you
That does
saying
not
that
reflect
your
the views
butt
of the
get
show.
played with if you're rich?
At a certain amount of money, yeah, it's like once you get to a certain pound, they're like, okay, you want to make $1 more than that? We're gonna have to touch something.
Oh
inside
my
you.
God, no.
That's
no.
what I heard. That's what I heard.
No,
like you said,
no.
you heard
The industry, yeah, he's
same
saying
thing.
that.
Mike Epps said same thing.
He said
same
industry.
thing. Right.
He did say Godfrey. He did not. In defense of him, Godfrey did say, "Oh
I
yeah,
do not
Bob,
believe in order to
listen,
be rich,
he-
you got to
I
get
know
your
exactly
butt
what he's
played
talking
with.
about.
No, I don't believe
He
it.
said what Godfrey said. Hey, look, if you let us put a knuckle up your butt, you can fight Darth Vader. We have you fight Darth Vader. he's talking about how Hollywood is.
Right.
So I remember that. Godfrey said, "Man,
Big shout out before we leave. Big shout out to the sister that's the Black Mermaid.
Yes.
The show made $120-something million, man.
Yes.
yeah, Haley
What's her name? Haley. Is that
knocked
Halle
off
Berry?
Fast and the Furious."
Yeah.
Every time I see her, I be
Halle
thinking they're
Bailey.
talking about Halle Berry. And I'm like, that ain't Holly.
Halle.
Holly. Okay.
But it's Haley. It's Haley.
Is it Haley or Holly?
Bailey. Haley.
Haley.
Bailey.
Haley
Yeah.
Bailey. Okay.
Bailey,
Did
not
the
Holly
thing.
Not
Berry.
Halle Berry,
I
right?
thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Did the thing.
A big shout
Did you
out.
Knocked off
see it?
Fast and Furious.
20-something million. I ain't
Well,
see
I ain't
it.
seen it yet.
120-something
I ain't
million.
see it and I
You
ain't
did
gonna
the
see
thing.
it.
Well,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta come
see
home.
it.
I take that back. You know what? I got a grandbaby.
Yeah.
I may take my granddaughter.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I'm gonna find somebody's child to take to see it.
I'll wait till it comes home and.
Yeah,
I might
I
take
may
a bunch of kids because I
Oh, wait till it comes
kids
to the
that
house.
didn't get to see it. I probably.
I'm
You know
gonna
what?
go
That's
watch
what
Guardians
I'm
of the
gonna do.
Galaxy.
I mean, you know, because them little cartoons, even though it ain't realistic.
And it ain't a cartoon. It's like a computer tune. Ain't it? It's like a computer generated.
Something like that.
A little bit of
animated movie.
CGI.
Ain't no
Right.
black woman swimming all through there with no shower cap on.
Now, well,
I
no shower
agree.
cap. That's for
She
sure.
had braids though, didn't she?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the little dreads.
long hair and stuff,
That's
yeah.
that's believable for us.
Did you have a black Sea King daddy? Who was the daddy?
No, man.
He
She still had a regular white daddy. And they just like,
Yeah.
oh, come on
I
now.
think
They,
the king was
I don't
white.
know.
or
I ain't
something.
seen it.
They
The
I think
king
they
was
said
white.
The prince. I think they said the prince is white. You know they got to mix it up.
Right.
They said everybody
And then
was
they
white
said,
except for her.
Britain or the
I'm gonna go see
Caribbean
it.
guys was
I'm gonna go see
Caribbean
it.
people
Let's try to
upset.
figure it out. You know, you be surprised
The
sometimes.
Caribbean
you go see
people
the
upset
movie.
because she ain't had no black daddy.
No, because the person that's supposed to play the Caribbean part is not from the Caribbean.
I'm gonna go see
Something
it.
like that.
Cause you'd be surprised. I went to see cause I used to be I like Godfather, my favorite real documentary type. But I remember for a long time I wouldn't go see Planet of the Apes. But when I went and saw it, I said, "Oh, it's really deep." You seen Planet of the Apes?
The new I ain't see all the ones from the 70s where they
Yeah, I
had
seen
that
them all.
perm and they had we was like monkeys with perms.
That's right.
But I like all the newer ones, like
But
the
the premise-
rise of the planet. The premise is great.
I
'Cause
didn't
the apes
realize
is
the
black people.
premise.
The apes is black people rising up and taking over.
It has some nice
premise
messages.
and the premise
This
is
dude said apes
that
with a
at
perm.
one point the apes were the most intelligent.
Right.
I mean, and once I went and saw it, I said, "Oh, this shit does make sense."
I love the new Planet of the Apes because it's got the cinematography and all the action scenes and the updated
I liked it except for
kinda-
the third one. I thought the third one was, to me, it was supposed to be War of the Planet of the Apes. And what I didn't understand, if they, like in the third one, they kept us most in captivation, more like a loss, and they still needed the humans to save them. Whereas in the old school in the 70s, even though it had perms, War of the Planet of the Apes, that's when they really got tired of it, got M16s, and just really took over and stuff. So I was a little bit disappointed in the third installment. The other two was pretty straight. I'll give them that,
I'm just saying, Caesar gangster. Out of
Oh,
all,
he was
like,
tough now.
you like, I watch gangster movies. Yeah, you can say you like Kane. You can say you like Old Dog. You can say you like Don Corleone. But Caesar,
No.
Caesar was, and he was a man of few words. He just be like, no, and it turn the whole movie up.
Wait
to,
a minute, what
no
you
means
say?
no. That's it.
That's right.
And then he had them silverbacks having his back. Hey,
talking
he
about
rolled hard
Caesar
now.
was gangster.
Hey, when you thought you had that advantage, boy, he stood there and them big silverbacks came up out that thing. Like, okay.
And that's where Caesar read 48 Laws of Power.
Tough.
Like he literally read it and was like, I'm gonna take over this monkey world. I'm gonna take over these white people too, and we're just gonna run all of it. I'm talking about Caesar. I'm a fan of Caesar. I
he was
root for the
cool.
monkeys. In Planet of the Apes, you can't help but if you ain't rooting for the monkeys, what movie are you watching?
You
What
right.
movie are
But
you
it was
watching?
more than them than the white people.
Well, they tried to make the white people like them. I'm just saying I root for the monkeys. I ain't even count the monkeys. I'm just saying I'm rooting for them.
Oh, yeah.
In the words of the Godfather, usually the loudest monkey in the room is the weakest monkey. I'm DC Curry.
Is that it? We ain't coming back? Oh, I'm Weightball. We just gonna end on monkey talk. My bad. My bad.
Yo, this your man.
JJ.
This your man.
I'm Brian Harper.
Y'all make sure y'all go out this
My
week
man
and buy some
Bullhead.
pussy.
What am?
Go to
Available
sipperj.com.
on every corner. Oh, you say
No,
what? It's only
a
online.
sip of
Okay, my bad. A sip of
J.A.Y.
J.
A sip of J-A-Y.
Go
Just
to
a sip?
sipperj.com.
Just a sip.
Cognac,
Moscato.
Moscato wine by Sister JJ Poussey.